guys, Larry the Butcher here. Welcome to my kitchen. We're going to try something a little bit different today, but first I have to give you a historical genealogical lesson. The ancestors of my family, the Storms, have been in Ontario since like the 1860s. And the legend is that my great-great-great-grandfather, going back to 1860, was a member of the Onondaga native tribe in middle New York, like near Syracuse actually. And he came to Canada looking for work. And when he came over, because the border was pretty much done, he came over as an immigrant, not as a status native. The Onondaga natives were of the Mohawk tribe. I will double check that. I think I'm right. And one of the things they cooked, now remember, they cooked everything. One of the dishes that they used, it was kind of like a power bar for the time, was pemmican. Pemmican has three main ingredients: dried meat, rendered fat, and fruit. So my first job is to dry the meat. How are you going to do that, Larry? Well, I'm going to try to stay with the millennial tradition. They wouldn't have had salt. They might have had some herbs. But what they did do is they would smoke it straight. I'm not going to smoke it because I don't really have a smokehouse. But I'm going to dry it on some racks. So you would cut with the grain. I'm going to slice it really, really thin. Can you see how thin that is? So I'll just go ahead. Even thinner. They would not have salted this because they didn't have salt. So go as thin as possible. And now here we'll just do the rest. And there we go. One of the keys here is to not let meat touch meat. Do you want to put a pot on? And now if I'm lucky, if somebody watches this and they actually know how to make pemmican and I'm doing it wrong, let me know. And maybe if we're close enough, we can... So a couple weeks has gone by, and I successfully air-dried the beef that we're going to use to make the pemmican. Now, I'm making this kind of up, so it's going to be 2/5 meat, 2/5 fruit, and 1/5 fat. That's what I'm going to try. So let's hop at it. Here's that beef. It's dried for about 2 weeks. No salt, no sugar, no nothing. Incredibly dry. You can see how that one just broke. Yeah, it's going to crush nice. So I need the weight of this. This is going to be the base weight. So I'll turn that on. 5.15 ounces of dried beef. So now I need 5.1 ounces of, what do I have? Blackberries. Blackberries are indigenous to North America, and it's in honor of what used to be my favorite phone. Put that out. 0.6. Let's just swivel. Oop, a little too far. 5.3. 4.8. 5.05. You know what? Close enough. Look at this, guys. There is I bet you there's less than 2% moisture in this. It is dry as dry can be. It's all pulverized and mashed. You know, I could dig out my little grinder, but you know, there's so little here. Like, you've seen me do that episode, how to grind meats with a KitchenAid at home. And I have so little here that it's like the comparison between the big grinder to grind 1.5 pounds of mineral water. This meat was so perfectly dried out that all the water that I put in here is gone. There really isn't a recipe for pemmican that I can find online. If you have found one and you want to share, by all means, put it down below in the comments, or on Facebook, or on Twitter, wherever. Do hashtag Larry the Butcher. Well, I've got a few hours to wait to see this boil down. Part of me wants to add seasonings to it, like salt and pepper, but that's not true to the tradition of Aboriginal food. So this is it after about 40 minutes, 45 minutes. It's thickened up quite a bit. So I just want to quickly show you after almost an hour and a half that it's almost a paste. A little more moisture in there I think I need to get rid of. So we're almost at the end of this point. Like, if you look, like 90, almost all the moisture is gone. So here's what I'm going to do. I turn the stove off. I'm going to set this in here. This was easy to do. 3 ingredients. Mix for 2 minutes. Cook medium heat for an hour and a half. And so, plastic tray. I'm just going to spread it. And there is still some moisture in there, I don't know if you can tell. Set it down. So I was reading about pemmican while I was researching, trying to do this and figure out how to do it, because it's the one Aboriginal dish that I know about. Like, and I'm going to research more, and I'm going to make more, and you know, we'll go down a culinary journey, a culinary history, so to say. During the Second Boer War, British troops would carry pemmican. In the First Boer War, they used bitlong, which is an African dried meat. There's no fruit; it's just meat. There's no fat, and this lasted like considerably longer. And they could go almost 2 days without going hungry, on like the size of a couple crackers. And this is dense, like it feels heavy. It's kind of, it's almost like it's more than the sum of its parts, if that makes sense. So present how to eat it, but so it's dry. So I'm guessing all the moisture's out, and that's just the fat that I'm looking at. And if I can have this last long enough, I'll use it for the Bay Race rather than energy gels, and we'll see what happens. I don't think that's it, but I'm going to close it right now, and we'll see what happens. Thank you so much for watching again. Please like this video. It's kind of interesting. Bringing an Aboriginal dish to a modern view. Please don't forget to subscribe. I would appreciate it greatly. And you'll get every time I post a video, you'll get notice of what it is and the title. And you choose to watch it or not. As always, I'm Larry the Butcher. I can't thank you enough for watching.